So after that moment in Bob Johnson's car, everything changes. It all just blows up and it's everywhere. The song was everywhere, literally. I'm sure, well, you don't look old enough to remember, sure. It was, wasn't it? It was everywhere you went, and the t-shirts were everywhere you looked, and all the little black lads on St. Church Street were trying to knock out their copies, you know, and all that, you know. That must have changed everything. That must have given you a different kind of perspective on everything.
But you say, but it doesn't really, because, you know, this is what I've said to people who actually say that in the book, and everyone who says, oh wow, we sacrifice to do it. I said, well, do it. Because nobody has an appreciation for what happens to them. So I don't have the same appreciation of the story of Frankie Goes To Hollywood as you do, because you were looking at it from the outside, but it's just happening to me. So like, you don't really have to, you know, you're 21, right? You know, to all intents and purposes, you're still shit and yelling, and it's like, you don't get the thing to sit back and go, wow, check this out, man. We're on top of the box, you just go, you go on top of the box. How many limos is there? Yeah, there's a two of us, yeah, we're going, yeah, Sam. You don't think about it, and I don't know if it was a part of the book that I got chopped out in the edit, but when we had that record, you think, that is amazing, that sounds amazing, that sounds like a hit record. Yeah, but you know, we all loved great records that never became hit records. We could all be like 100 of things that we thought were the most fantastic things that never happened. But the momentum started, and it got to 54, and then dropped a week, and we thought, well, that's all right. That's like top. That's better than we would have thought, you know, 3 years ago when we were downstairs here. But once we got that thing on the tube, and that turned it round, and then we got the top of the pops, it wasn't an arrogance, it was just like thinking, you know, if we get this on top of the pops, because everyone here in this room knows what top of the pops was like. It was like your church, wasn't it? You were in there Thursday night, who's on? And, you know, the tube, even more so the tube, for people who seriously like music, the tube just upped the level because it was live music, and it was great, and the people who were involved in it were passionate about what they did. But during that top of the pops, we just thought, if people hear this is going to go. And what to say, it wasn't an arrogance, you just had this feeling that this is going to go massive if we can hear it, if people can hear it. And so we get to 35, thanks to the tube, limping to 35, and the tube album's out, and getting that exposure. And then it goes from 35 to 6, and you're a bona fide pop star, and even though no one knows who you are, these guys, you know, it's a hit record. We had that, on top of the pops, they had that terrible Kevin Combs picture of us all in boxing gear. You can, like, that's the only one you can use until you turn up in the studio and they go, and then you get taken into the back room. Yeah, we need a new picture for next week. So after that first week, when we went at 35, it was the dodgy Kevin Combs pick, and then after that it was all, well, me and Paul in the Moss Bros gear, Holly in his bobbled leather jacket, and that's the pick they used. But,
and then Mike Leake steps into the picture at that point, doesn't he?
Yeah, but
thank God for Mike. Let's go for Mike.
This is something that's, you know what, this is something I've had to hear for 30 years, or 25 years. Yeah, it was a big hit because it got banned. If it wouldn't have been banned, well, it wasn't banned from the start, it was withdrawn from the playlist, which is a different, you know, I would rather have been banned. You know, I would rather have been charged with outraging public decency or something that sounds really good rather than withdrawn from the playlist. But when that happened, it stopped people from hearing it. And Relax stuck around on the charts for a year, and Two Tribes came out, and people rediscovered Relax because of the success of Two Tribes. Who did this band? And all the cool kids at school going, what? He's okay. I got the other, didn't you get the first one? Oh no, I didn't even know there was the first one. Have you seen me shared? I'm the unemployed, lad. I'm the unemployed. It's okay, swear. So, I think Relax stayed on the chart for a year, and if Relax would have had that #1 record exposure, I think it would have stayed at #1 longer than Two Tribes. And I think that Two Tribes wouldn't have had the airplay, because what we'd been on Top of the Pops, and the BBC were kind of embarrassed by this Radio 1 decision that we're withdrawing it from the playlist, because Mike Reid had made the statements, he'd thrown his toys out the pram, and he was their big guy, so they had to seem, you know, they had to be seen to do something to back him. So when Two Tribes came out, it was kind of like, oh, I'm really sorry, we're going to play it on the hour, every hour, and it was getting like 9 plays a day. It was ridiculous. And every time we went on Top of the Pops after that, they were absolutely brilliant. Michael Hale used to love our brothers on. You know, there was a thing that I think we did one of the Two Tribes with the Guns that was live, and he's gone, it's live TV, so I'm cool. I knew nothing about this, but check that out. Paul Rutherford's got a gun on Top of the Pops. So they were kind of, he would love it. He would go, oh yeah, brilliant, got me back again. And there was one where, I think I don't know whether it was on Holly's suggestion, where he ripped the sun up and was walking through the audience at Top of the Pops. And I don't know if that would have been from Michael Hale's direction or through Holly saying something to him, but it was exciting, and it was having a band who were kind of, you know, if Kajagoogoo would have done that, it wouldn't have looked the same. You know, if Kajagoogoo would have pulled guns out on stage, you'd have thought they would have barred a mine off or something, have infiltrated them, but there was that little dangerous thing about Frankie that the unpredictable, and he loved it. Well, that's it. He came down afterwards into the dressing room and he said, what? Because when you do Top of the Pops, you have to do about 6 rehearsals, and you get there about 9 o'clock in the morning, and like you're hanging because you've been in the episode until 3 the night before. And there's all these people there who are like professional party people, and working out the camera angles and all that. That's when you've done it 4 times, you go, when that red light's on, I'm going to go. You can't do that as the BBC, you have to do that. So you're kind of working out this thing as you go along. So, but when we did this live TV thing with the Guns, it was, oh no, we don't want to do the final dress rehearsal because the guys are wearing something splashing. And they bought it, they go, oh, okay, yeah, it's going to be great, yeah. But next minute, Guns, straight out of Compton, straight out of Nugsy.
And then, so from there, you go worldwide, and it's Europe, it's America. What was America like the first time?
The first tour of America. The first tour of America was absolutely brilliant, because you know, when you get big and you start doing these big places, you need a big crew. You know, the crew have their own bus and they go and do their things. So you only see the crew when you turn up to Bum Meal at Soundcheck, and some of them are eating as well. But that first tour of America, we flew everywhere, and we took a sound guy, a lighting guy, a monitor guy, and our roadies. So there was five of us in the band, plus Jed and Peter Oxendale, about 7 crew, and a tour manager. So we were like a gang, and we were playing in really small venues to people who, I guess, who were turning up were really cool, but serious Anglophiles, you know, had been watching the charts and knew about us and would turn up. And there's no fame, so if someone at a gig says, hey, what are you guys doing later? We're going back to the 5-star hotel, and someone's paying for the bar. Hey, why don't you come to our university campus? Well, what's happening there? No, I don't know, we're just going to have a few drinks in the room and all that. Well, who's going now? So I think we've got a minibus, there's about 6 of us. Yeah, all right. Actually, we go, so we had this thing where one of us would have $100 bill and someone else would have a matchbook with the hotel on it. And because you think, right, we're in Chicago, you're not going to be $100 away from this place. So as long as you've got that, you're boxed off. Even if you're like absolutely ripped when you left, you can go, mate. Yeah. So get us back there, we're having so all the best times I ever had in America were on that tour really, and hanging out with people who would go, yeah, you know, come on, where are you going? Oh, hey, man, we've got a loft party in Chicago. What the fuck's the love party? Oh man, we're playing, it's just going to be great. And you turn up at this place, and it's like similar to what these buildings were like at the time, derelict buildings, and just a load of different people, just madness going on. And by that time, you know the adrenaline buzz is coming on, you got a few ales, it was mental. Yeah. You don't have enough time to think, oh, I haven't rang my man for a week. Ah, she'll know I'm alright, I want to tell you.